Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Nighttime Mics. I'm Sarah, and as always, I'm sitting here with my good friend Mike. How's it going, Mike?
Hey, Sarah. I'm doing great. To be honest, I'm feeling a bit extra energetic tonight because I finally figured out something that has been driving me crazy for weeks.
Oh really? What's that? Did you finally learn how to cook something other than pasta?
Hey, my pasta is legendary, okay? But no, it's not about cooking. It's actually about my work setup. I've been looking into task automation lately, and man, it's a total game changer. I feel like I have a superpower.
Task automation. That sounds a bit, I don't know, technical? Like something only computer programmers do? Is it about robots and stuff?
Not exactly. Well, kind of. But you don't need to be a genius to do it. It's basically just using simple tools or software to do the boring, repetitive stuff for you. You know, the things that usually take up all your time but don't really require much thinking.
Oh, I see. Like when I have to manually copy and paste email addresses into a spreadsheet, I hate doing that. It takes forever and it's so boring I usually end up falling asleep at my desk.
Exactly. That is the perfect example. Why spend an hour doing that when a computer can do it in 2 seconds? That's what we're talking about today. I thought it would be a cool topic because I think a lot of people, especially our listeners, could save so much time if they just knew a few simple tricks.
I'm definitely interested. I feel like I'm always rushing to get things done, and by the end of the day, I'm exhausted, but I feel like I haven't actually achieved anything big. It's just been a day of small things.
I know, right? That's called busy work. It's the enemy of productivity. You're working hard, but you're not moving forward. It's like running on a treadmill.
That's a great way to put it. So where do we even start? If I want to stop running on this work treadmill, what's the first step?
Well, the first thing you have to do is look into your daily routine. You need to figure out which tasks are repetitive. For me, it was emails. I used to get so many emails that were basically asking the same 3 questions. I was typing the same replies over and over again.
I do that too. Yes, the file is attached. Yes, I'm available at 3 p.m. No, I haven't seen the latest update yet. It's exhausting.
Right, so I set up something called templates or canned responses. Now, instead of typing it all out, I just click a button, the text pops up, and I hit send. It sounds small, but if you do that 20 times a day, you save a lot of time and mental energy.
That's interesting. I actually didn't know you could do that. Is it hard to set up?
Not at all. Most email apps have it built in. You just have to find it in the settings. It's one of those things where you spend 5 minutes setting it up once, and it pays off for months.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like investing your time. But what about more complicated things? You mentioned superheroes earlier. What else can these robots do?
Okay, let me give you a personal story. Last month, I was working on a project where I had to save every invoice I received in my email into a specific folder on my Google Drive. I kept forgetting to do it, and then at the end of the week, I had to spend my Friday night looking for them. It was a nightmare.
Ugh, I've been there. Friday nights are for relaxing, not for hunting for PDFs.
Exactly. So I used a tool called Zapier. Have you heard of it?
No, never. Is it an app?
Yeah, it's a website that connects different apps together. I set it up so that every time I get an email with the word invoice in the subject line, it automatically takes the attachment and saves it into my Invoices 2024 folder. I don't even have to open the email.
No way. That sounds like magic. So you didn't have to do anything after you set it up?
Nothing. It just happens in the background. I call it my invisible assistant.
Wow. I'm actually a little jealous. I spend so much time moving files around. As a freelance designer, I have hundreds of files. I'm always renaming them, like Final Version 1, Final Version Really Final, Final Version Use This One. The classic final struggle. We've all been there. But honestly, Sarah, you could automate that too. There are tools that can automatically rename files or move them to specific folders based on what's inside them. Okay, you're starting to convince me. But wait, isn't there a risk? Like, what if the automation makes a mistake? What if it deletes something important or sends a weird email to my boss?
That's a fair point. You can't just set it and forget it completely at the start. You have to keep an eye on things for the first few days to make sure everything is working properly. But once you iron out the bugs, it's usually much more reliable than a human. Humans get tired and make mistakes. Computers don't.
I guess that's true. I definitely make more mistakes when I'm tired on a Tuesday afternoon. So it sounds like automation is mostly for work. Is there anything I can use in my normal life? For life admin?
Oh, absolutely. Do you ever forget to pay your bills or forget people's birthdays?
All the time. It's embarrassing. My brother's birthday was last week and I only remembered because my mom called me.
See? That's a perfect thing to automate. You can set up recurring reminders on your phone, or even better, you can use an app that sends a happy birthday text for you automatically. Although, maybe that's a bit too robotic. You might want to actually type that one yourself.
Yeah, I think my brother would know if a robot wrote it. Greetings, sibling. Happy anniversary of your birth. He'd be so confused.
Yeah, maybe don't automate your love for your family, but you can automate the reminder. Or your grocery list. I have a smart speaker in my kitchen. Whenever I finish the milk, I just shout, "Hey, add milk to my list," and it's there on my phone when I get to the store.
Oh, I do that too. But I never thought of it as automation. I just thought of it as being lazy.
But that's the secret, Sarah. Automation is just smart laziness. You're putting in the effort now so you don't have to do it later. It's about being efficient.
I like that. Smart laziness. That should be my new motto.
It's a good one. But hey, let's talk about the downsides for a second. Last week, I tried to automate my entire morning routine.
Oh no. What happened?
Well, I bought these smart light bulbs and a smart coffee machine. I programmed it so that at 7 a.m., the lights would slowly turn bright like the sun and the coffee would start brewing automatically.
That sounds amazing, actually, like a fancy hotel.
It was supposed to be amazing, but I messed up the settings. I accidentally set the lights to turn bright red instead of warm white, and the coffee machine started at 7 p.m. instead of 7 a.m.
No! So you woke up in a room that looked like a horror movie?
Exactly. I woke up in a panic. The room was blood red, and there was no coffee. I had to figure out what went wrong while I was still half asleep. It was a disaster.
Oh, Mike, only you would manage to turn your bedroom into a scene from a movie. But that's a good lesson. You have to be careful with the settings.
Definitely. You shouldn't try to bite off more than you can chew when you first start. Start small. Don't try to automate your whole life in one day. Start with one simple thing, like your email filters or your calendar.
Speaking of calendars, I've started using one of those scheduling links. You know, where people can just pick a time to meet with me?
Oh, those are great. It saves so much back and forth.
It really does. Before, I would send an email saying, "Are you free Monday?" And they would say, "No, how about Tuesday?" And I'd say, "I can do Tuesday morning, but not afternoon." We would go back and forth for days. Now, I just send the link and boom, it's on my calendar.
See? You're already an automation expert and you didn't even know it. That saves you at least 10 emails per meeting.
You're right. I didn't realize how much time those little things take up. It's like they eat away at your day. You look at the clock and wonder where the time went.
Exactly. And that brings up a really important point: mental energy. Every time you have to make a small decision, like when should I meet this person or where should I save this file, you use up a little bit of your brain power.
Brain fog is real. By 4 p.m., I can barely decide what to have for dinner, let alone do complicated design work.
That's because you've used up all your decision-making points on boring stuff. If you automate the boring stuff, you save up that energy for the creative work. For you, that's designing. For me, it's solving problems at work.
That's a really deep thought, Mike. It's not just about saving time, it's about saving your brain.
Exactly. It's about quality of life. I want to spend my brain power on things that matter. I don't want to spend it on moving files from folder A to folder B.
I'm totally with you on that. But I have a question. Some people say that if we automate everything, we'll become, I don't know, less skilled. Like, if we don't do the work ourselves, will we forget how to do it? Or will we just become really lazy?
I've heard that argument before. People used to say that about calculators, right? If kids use calculators, they'll forget how to do math. But actually, calculators just let us do much more complex math because we don't have to spend an hour doing long division by hand.
That's true. I haven't done long division since I was 12, and I think I'm doing okay.
Exactly. Automation is the same. It's a tool. It doesn't replace your skills. It lets you use your skills on more important things. You're not giving up your control. You're just delegating the boring parts to a machine.
Delegating to a machine. I like the sound of that. It makes me feel like a boss.
You are the boss. You're the CEO of Sarah Inc., and every CEO needs a good team. Your team just happens to be made of software and apps.
Okay, so if someone is listening to this, maybe they are a student or they work in an office, and they want to get started with automation today, what's one thing they can do right now?
Great question. I would say look at your phone. We all spend too much time on our phones, right?
Oh, definitely. I end up scrolling through social media for way too long.
Right, so you can automate your focus mode. Most phones have this now. You can set it so that as soon as you arrive at work, or as soon as it's 9 a.m., your phone automatically hides distracting apps like Instagram or TikTok and only shows you what you need for work.
Oh, I've seen that setting, but I always ignore it. I thought it would be too annoying to set up.
It takes 2 minutes and it's so helpful. It's like your phone is looking out for you. It cuts out the distractions before they even happen.
That's a good one. I should definitely try that. I think my productivity would shoot up if I didn't check my phone every 5 minutes.
Another simple one is text replacement. Do you ever have to type out your home address or your email address multiple times a day?
Yes, every time I order something online or sign up for a newsletter, it's a pain.
Okay, so on your phone or computer, you can set a shortcut. For example, if I type @ my phone automatically replaces it with my full email address. If I type my ad, it replaces it with my full home address.
No way. Are you serious? I've been typing my whole address like a sucker this whole time.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It saves you maybe 10 seconds, but if you do it 5 times a day, that's almost a minute. Over a year, that's, well, a lot of minutes.
I'm definitely doing that as soon as we finish this podcast. It's such a piece of cake, but it's so useful.
It really is. And once you start seeing these little wins, you start looking for more things to automate. It becomes like a game. You start asking yourself, do I really need to do this manually, or is there a better way?
It's like a new way of thinking. Instead of just putting up with a boring task, you try to solve it.
Exactly. You come up with solutions. And the best part is, most of these tools are free. You don't need to spend a lot of money to be more efficient.
That's good to know. I'm always trying to save money. So what about AI? Everyone is talking about AI these days, like ChatGPT and stuff. Does that fit into automation?
Oh, absolutely. AI is like automation on steroids. It can do much more than just move files. It can actually think a little bit. For example, if I have a long transcript of a meeting, I can use AI to automatically summarize it and pick out the most important points.
That's actually really helpful. I hate reading through long meeting notes. Usually people just talk in circles for an hour anyway.
Tell me about it. AI can turn an hour-long meeting into 5 bullet points in seconds. It's incredible. But again, you have to double-check the work. Sometimes AI gets things a little bit wrong, or it makes things up if it's confused.
Makes things up? You mean like it lies?
Kind of. It's called hallucinating. It's when the AI is so confident that it tells you something that isn't true. So you still need to be the human in the loop. You are the pilot, and the AI is your co-pilot.
I like that analogy, the pilot and the co-pilot. It's a partnership.
Exactly. So, Sarah, after our chat today, do you think you're ready to embrace automation, or are you still a bit skeptical?
Honestly, I'm excited. I think I was just a bit scared of the word automation. It sounded too techie for me. But after talking to you, I realize I'm already doing some of it, and I could be doing much more to make my life easier.
That's the spirit. I'm glad I could talk you into it. It really is about making life more enjoyable.
I'm going to start with the text shortcuts and the phone focus mode. If those go well, maybe I'll look into that Zapier thing you mentioned.
Good plan. Don't rush it. Just go with the flow and see what works for you. And if you run into any problems, you know who to call.
I'll call you, unless you've automated your phone to send me to voicemail.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but my AI assistant says I'm too busy to talk right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, don't you dare.
Don't worry, I won't. I'll always have time for a real conversation. That's one thing you should never automate. Spending time with friends.
I totally agree. Technology is great, but it can't replace a good cup of coffee and a chat.
Well said. Actually, speaking of coffee, I think I need another one. My automated coffee from this morning was a disaster, remember? I need a real one made by a human.
Let's go get one. My treat. I'll use the time I saved from not typing my address to buy you a latte.
Deal. Well, everyone, I think that's a good place to wrap things up for today.
Yeah, this has been so much fun. I hope you guys listening found it useful too. Maybe you can try looking into one small thing you can automate today.
Definitely. Start small and see how much time you can win back. And don't forget to let us know how it goes. You can leave a comment on our YouTube channel or send us a message.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Nighttime Mics. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
For sure. We'll be back next week with another topic. Until then, stay productive and stay smart lazy.
Bye, everyone.
Catch you later.